Go, you find the answers were so crystal clear. Within a day, you find yourself living in constant fear. Can you look at yourself now? Can you look at yourself? Hey, everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with the VeVe, OMI, Definity, DEVVE, daCAT, SHIRO update video, and a bit of Coinbase as well. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways of Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. You are finally the first one here after I don't know how many times you're like the 80th one here. Like first, can't believe it. But now it is real. You are actually the first one here. There is a bit to go over. Let me just do something here real quick. We have, let's go through it. OMI's going to be on Coinbase. Finally. When is this going to happen? I don't know. When Coinbase was asked, hey, when is this large announcement going to commence? When are we going to see the fruits of these labors? And they hit us with the soon, guys. They hit us with the soon. So either way, we'll go over everything. I might even show the video. We'll probably show the video. Let's give me 1 second here. I sent this video to a buddy of mine. Oh, nope, that is a bad video. That is not the video that I want to.
As the on-chain economy has evolved, we've seen millions of assets get created and traded on decentralized exchanges. But only few people have been able to navigate those decentralized exchanges to access and trade the assets that they want. That's why today, I'm incredibly excited to share with you that we will be integrating decentralized exchanges from Base directly into the main Coinbase app, enabling Coinbase users to access and trade millions of assets on-chain as soon as they're created directly in the same safe and trusted Coinbase app they already use. Coinbase will be going from one asset 13 years ago in Bitcoin to hundreds of assets today to soon having every asset on-chain available to trade in the Coinbase app by default.
So that was fun. And again, when is this going to happen? I'm not 100% sure, but also that's not the only bullish news we have today. And again, I'll expect that before the end of the year. Hopefully at some point in Q3. I don't expect that in Q2 because they only have a couple weeks left. There is, I don't want to say a downside, but there is something that I didn't think of that somebody had mentioned, and this person is typically very negative, and you do need those people to think of the worst case scenarios when yours truly can't. It's like, well, when you get a listing, like a normal listing on Coinbase, what you do is it's kind of like a free marketing. Hey, congrats, X token will be listed on Coinbase on this day, right? And for this, you don't. You get everything on Base, which includes OMI, so that's fantastic. I would say you can make a couple of large liquidity pools as well, because they have a bunch of them. Whether it's David, Dan, the business development wallet, liquidity pools will be there, which is great. You make a bit of the trading fees, but on the other end of that, we are in with everything else, whatever's on Base. And shout out to Crappy Bird, that's in the daCAT universe. They're going to get listed on there. And then shout out to Sharby, because they have a version of their token on Base, which again is in the daCAT universe. So shout out to those people. But there's a lot of tokens on Base, and Akomi is going to be one of thousands of tokens that they're going to list. So how do we go in and make ourselves a bit more presentable? Honestly, if I'm Coinbase and I go and I take a look at all of the stuff out there, I say, like, okay, we want to put our best foot forward, right? We want to go in and put the tokens that actually have utility, that are backed by a business, that have a good community. And they, like, if they make a montage of 5 or 8 or 10 different tokens, they're probably going to choose Brett, because Brett's was in the top 100 at one point. They're like 150 now. They're in the top 200 still. So they're probably going to choose them. They're definitely going to, if they're going to do this, they're definitely going to choose OMI, because I can't think of anyone else. Like I know Crappy Bird has like this game, and Sharby from Shabarium, they have a bunch of stuff, but nothing compares to what we can do, to the amount of utility we have, to the, again, nothing compares. So even if they just have like 5 different things, Akomi should be one of them. Comment down below if you know other base projects that have over 1 million in volume a day, that have a utility tied to it, that powers a freaking metaverse. There's going to be no other tokens on base that power metaverse, but you know what I mean. And then we'll be shoulder to shoulder with them, and hopefully we get some cross pollination. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go to, oh yeah, the other thing is Israel just attacked Iran, and every time we get some momentum with our bags. Granted, today was a horrible day for crypto. What wasn't a horrible day? It was just a day in which that it was not good. Bitcoin down 3.5%, Ethereum down 5%, XRP down 3.5%, BNB down 2%, Solana down 6%, Dogecoin down 7%. So yeah, pretty shitty day, in the top 10 at least. And then on top of that, you have, where's the Mario? Yeah, I think this is a Mario Nawful story. Let me. Okay, it's a question mark of Israel striking Iran, question mark, major escalation. So hopefully it's not. Oh, the House passed the Doge cuts, so I think that's pretty awesome. But yeah, hopefully this is not a fighter jets over Iraq as explosions reported in Iran, sirens in Israel. Okay, well, it doesn't look good. Okay, I can't hear anything. Okay. Obviously, the market does not like unrest, whether it be in political, where there's a schism in Congress, or actual countries. Even if it has next to nothing to do with the U.S., again, people typically don't really like that. U.S. evacuates personnel. Trump tells Netanyahu, "You're on your own." Ooh. Nuclear talks collapse. Jets now over Iraq. Explosions in Iran. I swear, World War III starts, and we don't have a bull market for alts. I'm gonna lose it. But hopefully it's a quick one and done thing, and Trump telling Netanyahu that you're on your own, maybe it has him rethink a couple things. Yeah, I know I'm live. I know. Okay. Anyway, let's focus on the positive stuff as everything crumbles around us. The amount of messages I've gotten is insane, and I'm sorry for the people that I haven't gotten to yet, but I just got out of a meeting, and I guess we'll go over that as well. Oh, I forgot to. There's so much going on. But first, before we get started with the rest of the good Akomi news, that is going to be good for our crypto OMI, I have to welcome Saitama Reborn, or the Solana Wolfpack. They're becoming the most recent community to join daCAT universe, and I'm very excited to write the origin story and get it onto VeVe official later this year. The comic will also be available on Stacker World for OMI after release. So again, shout out to them. So far you have Sharby, you have Crappy Bird, you have Chaos on the Chains, obviously daCAT, and then you have the Ladies on Soul, Space Penguins, and now Solana Wolfpack, or Saitama Wolfpack. And I'm really excited. I'm really honored to be able to. People are trusting me with their characters, and they're trusting me with their what people are going to read forever. Because it's on blockchain, I get destroyed. So I'm really excited. I mean, I guess you can burn them. Yeah, that's going to be really cool. And yet another community that's going to come on VeVe because of daCAT. Just wanted to throw that out there and pat myself on the back a little bit. The other news: Coinbase has partnered with payments giant Shopify to accept crypto. Didn't VeVe just ink a deal with Shopify? Well, they might have inked it a while ago, but they've announced a deal with Shopify as of last week and a half ago. And I'm very excited about this. And now Coinbase partners with them. We'll go over a bunch of stuff here. We have on this day Shopify, which currently powers over 5.5 million e-commerce stores globally. More than 2 million merchants use the platform. In 2023, these merchants facilitated 675 million purchases, and Shopify also has a large number of active users with an average of 2.1 million daily. And a more detailed breakdown, merchants. Shopify has over 2 million merchants using the platform. There are over 5.5 active e-commerce stores built with Shopify. Customers in 2023, 675 million people made purchases from the stores. Shopify merchants operate in over 175 countries, and Shopify has an average of 2.1 million daily users, which again, pretty heckin' dope. So it was done by CEO of Coinbase saying Shopify will enable USDC stablecoins on Base in checkout via Shopify Payments and Shop Pay. Early access starts today, roll out through the year. We think that stablecoins are a natural way to transact on the internet and work with Coinbase to develop the commerce payment protocol smart contract that powers this work. And then you have Toby Lutke saying this work will also allow us to offer buyer incentives like 1% cash back in the future. And it's all transparent to merchants. They will simply get normal local currency payouts, the same as usual, unless you keep it as USDC. Stripe helped make this totally seamless. Shout out to Stripe for that. I thought that was pretty cool. In other news, the US Senate voted to move forward with a stablecoin bill called the Genius Act, which I thought was really awesome, 68-30. And President Trump before had said he sent a bold message to Bitcoin holders at Coinbase State of Crypto Summit. That was another thing. Oh, shoot. That was okay. Okay, that was another thing that Coinbase did. Partnered with American Express. And this is wild, folks. There's going to be a new American Express One card that you can only get if you have a Coinbase One account. And you get anywhere from 2 to 4% back in Bitcoin when you use it. I repeat, you can get anywhere between 2 and 4%, not cash back, Bitcoin back. There are 141 million people that have American Express that use it. They use on average $24,000 per year. That's what they put on it, again, on average. So let's say you take 141 million, because not all of them are going to be converted. But let's say 10% if they already use it. You have 14.1 million. You multiply it by 24,000. And let's say you get 3% on average, because some will get 2, some will get 4. You have over $10 billion that is going to be used as buy pressure every year. And that's not including any new customers that are going to use American Express. I think there are only 3 companies that have it's like an AB plus, AA plus rating with Dun & Bradstreet. It's Amway, Levi's, and American Express. So it's not like they're this company. Ooh, hang on one second. All right. Not bad, kid. This is the 12th. Okay, very good. Very good. We are at month to date. Oh, yeah. Ooh, let's go. Definity's looking good, folks. And I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a second. But I have to. You must be swift as a coursing river with all the force of a great typhoon. Sorry. Not bad. All right. Just anyway. Where am I at? What was I talking about? 10 billion customers, or I'm sorry, $10 billion in buy pressure on Bitcoin. And that is not including people that just heard about that and they're going to sign up. How do you go? I think you can go to Coinbase.com/credit card, or Coinbase.com/credit card. And then you can go in and apply there. You just got to give them your email and that's it. Oh, Bitcoin falls under 105 because of the Israel stuff. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be a hell of a rough one. The cryptos out here are it's 104.5. God damn. Ethereum under 2,600. And Comey staying steady at 00021. Interesting. Bitcoin 104.2. Oh God. All right, 104.3, but still. Oh God. Oh lordy. Now, do we go back to the 90s? I mean, again, I still think this is a knee-jerk reaction, and obviously it'll. But yeah, you could have a couple days of down here if everything gets worse. We'll see. We'll see. Too easy. VeVe Zombie says, "Yo, what up? By the way, congrats on the partnership with Definity. Why, thank you very much. They do own part of the channel now, which is great. And I made a video last night talking about my back. I did make a video about that last night, and I thought that was really amazing. So shout out, and I think I asked VeVe on that video, hey, you could be the next one to own part of the Real Randy Chavez channel. And haters are crying because they didn't even believe that the channel was worth $250,000, and Definity bought in on quite a bit of a higher level than $250,000. The channel's worth a bit more now. So again, drinking those butter tears, hysterical. VeVe Zombie, what's going on? Those green truck days are coming back. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. All right, let's do a Comey here real quick and see what we're at. We are at 2.6 million in volume, $58 million market cap, and we had 34% coming from Deepcoin, $918,000. Craziness. I don't really feel like. Oof, big oof. Yeah, this is like the worst day to announce Coinbase news because everything's just going down the pooper. They are down the pooper. All right, so I went over OMI, how that's good for it. Let's take a look at SHIRO. I'm not gonna lie, everything's gonna be down today. It'd probably be good if I did not. Oh, SHIRO's down 14.5%. Almost $1 million in volume though. $5.6 million market cap. Yeah, everything's getting crushed. Shout out to SHIRO again. They'll be on VeVe for getting a. They have a comment. They just click every box. They have a bunch of users. They have a bunch of that fan base is dedicated and loyal. They'll buy anything, and they have a ton of volume. And I could probably help get SHIRO on the DEVVE exchange later this year as well. Speaking of DEVVE, let's go over DEVVE. Then we'll do daCAT. Oh, DEVVE down 7% on the day. Do 48 cents. 384,000 in volume. Most of that is sell volume. There were two wallets yesterday that had a combined total of 425,000, which is now probably 400K worth of DEVVE tokens. I don't know if that was them selling or if it's just a lot of people selling because of this. Welcome, far too kind. Thank you. Meow, meow, meow. Yeah, this is probably something that's going to be this might carry on for a couple days. Every time you refresh, it just goes a bit lower. It's one of those days. It could last the rest of the week. It's Thursday, so maybe only the next couple of days. We'll see. And then on Monday, we pop back up again. Could be a bloody weekend. Who knows? That was DEVVE. And I think, do we have any? I don't think we have any news to go over for them. Oh, but for SHIRO, though, they burned another. Oh, no, this is Crappy Bird. Crappy Bird burned 1 million. Because, they have this game that burns Crappy Bird. 55 million tokens in the game wallet. Excess tokens in the game wallet that will be burned. 550K. Yeah. Go Crappy Bird. Let me check them real quick because I haven't all day. I assume they're down 13%. Yeah, they're down. Everything's down. Down 13%. But, they got a couple 100,000 in volume. $2.7 million market cap. Let's do daCAT, which I imagine is also down 7% on the day. They are at a 1.7 million. It's actually held up not horribly. $1.7 million market cap, a couple hundred in volume, so really not much there. Really no action up or down. And you have, I don't care if that was sent. Okay. And then let's do Definity. The 22K day average. Okay. Definity's up somehow 2.5%. Despite literally everything being down. Definity's up 2.5%, so YOLO. 4,400 in volume, $4.7 million market cap, 5.2 million fully diluted, and they are, their business is doing so well. I don't just own Definity; I own part of the actual company, Definity Markets. So, I mean, both of them should do really well, but one's definitely going to go crazy. Whichever one it is, I have a have a very nice amount of. And then let me go back to this OMI here because I want to see. Yeah, OMI's staying at 00021. Not bad. Okay, we went down to 104.2. We're up to 104.5 now for Bitcoin. 25.68 for ETH. That's still going down. So we'll see what happens with that. Let me get to some of the rest of the news as soon as. Thank you, everyone, for talking about daCAT over on X and tagging me and stuff. It means a lot. Means a good lot. Omar saying good evening, good evening, good evening. All right, let's go get some of the rest of the news here because there's quite a bit of it. There is 11.6 trillion dollar BlackRock says that they will be the biggest crypto asset manager by 2030. And then you have BlackRock currently holds over 75 billion in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and more. How much will they own by 2030? Probably a lot. I would say probably a ton. Is there in other news? BlackRock reveals an insane 2030 crypto goal. Okay, right over that. You have crypto rover. It says Ethereum staking ETF loading. If ETH can pump like this without a catalyst, imagine what happens once BlackRock starts buying billions. Yeah, I agree. Lark Davis says Ethereum saw $240 million in inflows yesterday, 18 days of inflows with a total of 1.25 billion in inflows since May 16th, and institutional accumulation of ETFs is accelerating. I think now's the time. Lark Davis says staking ETF is just around the corner, and a Solana spot ETF is expected to get approved in the next month and a half. The setup for massive altcoin season is here. Bulls are about to full send alts to Valhalla, says Lark Davis, and this is before the Israel news, so take this with a giant grain of salt. Blockworks saying Scoop, the SEC asked Solana ETF issuers to amend S-1 forms within a week, potentially getting the ETFs on the path to approval within the next few months. Shout out to Blockworks. Altcoin Daily asks, Wall Street will launch Solana, Dogecoin, and XRP ETFs, which I thought was pretty bullish. They say, just in, class over, K through 12 education company signs $500 million in convertible note deal to create a Solana reserve. So it's not just Bitcoin reserves, it's Solana reserves, XRP reserves. Singapore's Trident Digital targets mammoth $500 million raise to establish an XRP treasury. Things are getting out of hand with these treasuries and these reserves. And I'm not going to lie, I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. Talking about Ripple, the initiative reflects our belief in the transformative potential of blockchain technology for capital allocation and cross-border value transfer. Through the initiative, Trident aims to demonstrate how public companies can thoughtfully and responsibly participate in the ongoing development of decentralized finance. Rather than a simple buy and hold strategy, Trident plans to use the XRP reserves to generate yield through the deployment of staking mechanisms and have a deep engagement within the Ripple system. Also, Cardano founder proposes deploying $100 million of Cardano treasury to boost Cardano DeFi and reinvest. All of these things, like I said, absolutely wild. Let's take a look at some of the other news from yesterday, which I did not get to because I got all of that. Okay, cool. Casual says VeVe X Marvel Comics product suggestion: artist comic bundles, a pack of 5 comic variants from one artist, priced $30 to $50. These could be older, less popular books. These bundles could be used to spotlight artists. I think that they'd be great. I would very much enjoy it if they had that. Chaco says, just bought 4 million. Get that bread. Get it. Mr. MC1 says, this is a brilliant idea. This is how music labels and companies repackaged older music and made a fortune. Repackaged music in various combinations and bundled with innovative packaging and merch made billions beyond the initial launch of the artist's own record. Again, really great idea that Casual came up with. DEVVE Exchange says, we didn't pivot into real-world assets. We designed for them. Since day one, we've engineered a system where institutions, governments, and users can transact at scale with instant finality and full control. That time has come. Our time. It's our time down here. Name that movie. Uncle 712 says, hold up. Oh, we made it to Coinbase? A lot of tokens are making it to Coinbase. And that is... Ooh, I'm back. Mostly good. A little not so good, but mostly good. We don't know when. Most likely Q3, maybe Q4. And says Definity will be a multi-billion-dollar market cap soon. Latest AMA was absolute lava. Manu's working his butt off, bro. Manu, I talk to Manu not every day, but a lot, and the amounts of stuff that's happening, that's going on, is absolutely bananas. And God, it's insane. Now, some of the stuff we're talking about isn't going to show itself for like 6 months, but Jesus, that's all you need, right? Crypto says that's how it's done. Real projects linking with real projects, not just hype. This is long-term vision, real building, real moves. We're not here for a moment. We're here to last. Preach. Thank you. daCAT to the moon. Oh, my back is killing me. Oh my God. All right, guys, I need to like just do a couple pull-ups here real quick because my back, I don't know why. It's actually been better, but I guess I've been sitting all day and I have been. Also, I fear that my butt is showing because these pants are a bit too big on me because I've lost weight, because I haven't worked out in forever, because my back is destroyed. So anyway, let's okay. Hold on. This it's over here. You in there. And you over here. Okay. Where were we? Yeah, they're $12 Definity. I mean, the business, the token, I 100% believe that does even at like a 20x, it's only 80 cents. That's nothing. That's nothing. Oh God, and it deserves to be so much higher than that. So much higher, in my opinion. I love this game. So it's like, did James Wynn get liquidated again? He did not. Oh, ETH is 25.62. Bitcoin's at one. Oh God, Bitcoin's just at 104. Like it's gonna go to 103 any second now. 103.985. What did I say? God damn. That is rough. That is ooh straight up rough. Bitcoin now down over 4% on the day, and ETH at down 7.5%. Let's. Oh God, crypto Twitter is probably freaking out. Ask Crypto Real. Somebody's got to put him on suicide watch because he is straight up gonna not be okay after this. I mean, Zombie says the meme where the dog is sitting on the couch saying everything is fine was how's Burns input that hit? Yeah, pretty much. This is fine, as he's drinking his coffee and sorry, I'm just scrolling through these messages that I'll never try to get to later. Okay, let's move on. DEVVE also posts yesterday, the next era of crypto isn't about meme coins. It's about the infrastructure, about regulated tokenized real world assets. It's about settlement without counterparty risk that institutions can actually use. That's exactly what we've built, and we have a decent head start. Not fair, we know. Love them. President Trump says a court ruled that the U.S. can use tariffs to protect itself against other countries. Nice. It's so strange. Yesterday, everyone's bullish because the China deal is done. Now, oh no, Israel's attacking Iran, Iraq. Boo! And then you erase all of the gains that happened yesterday from the China deal being done. Again, you erase all the gains, and and then some, Then you go negative. My portfolio is definitely down like $80,000. So it's gonna be down a lot. Let's see if it's gotten any better since then. Maybe it has. Maybe 103.9 was the okay, 103.938. It's the ooh. All right, I'm just gonna not look at that for a while. Let's continue on, shall we? Since January 2024, the USA has seen 60 billion in cumulative flows into crypto, ETPs, and ETFs, while the rest of the world has seen negative 1.7 billion. Let's go. Bitcoin miner Iron unveils proposed $450 million convertible notes offering, and Peter Thiel backed crypto group bullish files for Wall Street IPO. You have Ukrainian lawmakers submitting a bill for creation of a crypto reserve in the middle of a war. Good for them. Oh, my back. Went over that. 901. Oh, yeah. Did VeVe have a drop today? I feel like they didn't. What's up, Planet Vampire? How's it going? Let's freaking. There was no drop today. There was a drop yesterday. There was a drop yesterday? Wait, what's today? June 12th. Oh, there was a drop today. Shows how quickly I'm paying attention. All right, so 14, 15, 19, 21, 22, 22, let's say 5. $3,500. Not that great of a day. What is this one? Okay. First issue of Brian North's Fantastic Four run. Whatever happened to the Fantastic Four? It's the start of a new era for the FF, and they're already in a ton of trouble. Something has gone terribly wrong in New York, and the Thing and Alicia are traveling across America to escape it. But when they stop in a small town for the night and wake up the morning before they arrive, okay, they find themselves caught in a time loop that's been going on since before they were born. That's been going on since before they were born. That's been going. Okay, yeah, I get it. They said that 3 times. I'm not gonna lie. I am that does make me really curious. And I would love to read it, but as soon as I'm done here, I got a book. So again, I finished the Space Penguins comic last night, and guys, that is so freaking good. I am out doing. I didn't know I had it in me. These are really good writing. This is like, oh my god, it's fantastic. I feel like I'm in my own version of NaNoWriMo, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a writers take the month of November and they try to write as much as they can. And guys, I am booking it. Like, it's not like Space Penguins is hard at first because I didn't know, what are they going to already be in space at the end of it? Do they like, okay, now we go to space? What causes them to go to space? And it just, the beginning was really hard, and then the middle was really hard because I was like, there's I don't want to give any spoilers. It's really fun though, and it's so different from Ladies on Sol, because again, Space Penguins they're in space part of the time. They're going to different planets, different solar systems, and then for Ladies on Sol, it's just like it's in this ranch in the middle of like, there's the forest there. It's like a park, like a national forest park, but they're so different, but so alike, and it just it's so freaking good. I can't wait for y'all to read it. Can't freaking wait. Oh, excuse me. I'm Groot says bad day to release Coinbase news. Yeah, I just said that. On the worst days for crypto. Yeah, this is rough. Like 400 million, 500 million have been just absolutely demolished. Thank you, Sam Camperone, for commenting on my video yesterday. So I'm going to give you some smiley faces because that is what you deserve. Smiley faces. Okay. Also, suffering. Okay. If y'all can just like kind of smash that like button, that is a free way to help support the channel. Not a free way to Patreon. You know what it is. You know what to do. Crude oil prices rise over 6% after Israel launches strikes on Iran. Well, I guess gas just got a bit more expensive. Okay, so it is confirmed they did strike. Strike. Okay. However, when the city is in trouble, one feline answers the call. SHIRO never naps while duty calls. That, I'm not gonna lie, I'd read the fudge out of that comic. If they would let me write their comic, their comic is still nice. It's kitties are cute, and I will buy one when it comes out. More visibility. Yep. Okay. Very good. Very good. Anyway, let's move on. We have between gas. Oh my God, that's so much money. Crypto bills are finally moving. Clarity Act passed 2 House committees. Senate Stablecoin Bill, the Genius Act, they pushed forward on that. Both acts would bring regulatory clarity to digital assets and stablecoins, which is fan-freaking-tastic. And then you have Fanny Carbonell saying, I live between three worlds, acting, crypto and Web3, and soon again, planes. As a freelance VIP flight attendant, every day is a choice. Keep dreaming or get up and build. Let's see what happens in the coming months. It'll be interesting. Follow me if you want to find out. I love Fanny. She's awesome. JKRB, give me those thumbs up. What up, fam? And then, Last Logic, OMI is going to be on Coinbase. It is a hit, and I can't wait. Can't wait for right now. Zavez says Coinbase didn't list OMI. They're adding. I did not say that. I guess you're answering him. They're adding all thousands of base tokens to decentralized exchange trading like Uniswap on their app. Makes everything way more accessible. Agreed. I can't wait. What's up, Last of Logic? How's it going, fam? Elon Musk has come out saying that he regrets some of his posts about President Trump. Drop a heart if you want to see them make up. Body found behind Vons after LA riot chaos. After looters ransacked stores and fires lit up the streets, police found a man's body behind a Vons in East Hollywood. It was just steps from the flashpoint of the violent anti-ICE protests. Officials haven't said how he died, but they're sure it wasn't natural causes. Comment F down below to pay respects. Switch 2 breaks sales record with 3.5 million units in 4 days. Nintendo just dropped the Switch 2, and it's already their fastest selling console ever because it's awesome. Over 3.5 million were snatched up faster than Mario dodging bananas. Did he just say, did Mario Nawful just say Mario dodging bananas? You could have used barrels. You could have, Mario, hire another writer. It should be me. Anyway, it's got a bigger screen, smoother graphics, and yes, Mario Kart World is included. Yeah, there's a lot. Turtle shells would have been much more appropriate. Again, you need to hire another writer, Mario, and it should be me. What's up, Bill Gardner saying smash that like button. Who else picked up that? Oh, I didn't. I fudged up. I wasn't able to get it. I don't even know how much money I have in there. Got to take a look. You're right. It was the Goonies. Our time down here, Jason Pena. You win the giveaway. You win the giveaway, and I will give that to you. Jason Pena. Where is the? I'm pretty sure I have it, but I'm going to. Yes, pretty sure it's your same name. It's got to be your same name, right? Messages. I'm almost positive I had your. I guess I don't anymore. Either way, I thought it was just, maybe it still is, and I'm just not. I'm pretty sure, yeah, just Jason Pena 2000, right? I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm gonna say. Now, and let me give that over to a boy. Oh God, where is he? And I'll give him a now winner of this week's giveaway. Also, oh God, I forgot to do. Last week's was the guy that won. That was Kuma. Let me know your VeVe username as well. Okay, cool. Let's X out of that. Let's move on. Ukraine just introduced a bill to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Vice President J.D. Vance says the Fed's refusal to cut rates is monetary malpractice. Agreed. Jan Collects. Jan Collects goes on and says, today is the day I own a piece of history. I can still clearly remember November 12th, 2021, the day the original drop of the partner statue on VeVe official. Back then, I only tried once because right at drop time, I was having a serious argument with my girlfriend. I hear you. I've done that before. At the time, I've regretted ever since that I didn't try to go for a rebound. But today it finally happened, and I'm now the proud owner of one of only 4,333 first appearances of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse on the blockchain. Paid $9.90 for it. Mad Lad did it. Oh, we're back. Okay, where is the partner statue? I will take a look. Let's see what it's at today. 1044. Good times. Good times. Mike Jones says, kind of seems like the most bullish coin in the market is Definity, not really OMI or VeVe or DEVVE. Well, it's the best performing today, because it's not even like everything else is down 8% and that's down like 2. No, it's up. I think that all 3 of those could be billion-dollar market caps. And it's, man, if DEVVE there's going to be so much utility for DEVVE. If that exchange becomes super popular, which it should, you could see DEVVE at a you could see it at over a $10 billion market cap. 100x from here is like 5 billion for DEVVE, I think. Let me check. I know DEVVE's having a rough day, but let's check it out. Break it down. DEVVE is down 8% on the day to 48 cents. It's at a $42 million market cap. So at 100x, it's 4.2 billion. And like I said, I think it could do over 10 billion. So it could do a 300x. And that would be about 12,700,000. My man. Hold on a second. Nice. Love it when Bay sends me photos. Yeah. But that's if the exchange is like really, really high, really, really crazy. You could have it where it gets adopted and DEVVE's used and the exchange part. I mean, if DEVVE from here doesn't do a 30x, that would get it to like 1.2 billion, right? If it doesn't do a 30x, I'll do something crazy. I'll deep fry something and eat it. I'll do some crazy physical challenge. If DEVVE doesn't do a 30x from here, I will. Oh God, I don't know what I would do. Because again, that would make it $12, and a 10x would be 400. Yeah, so it'd be a $1.2 billion market cap. If it doesn't do a 30x from here, you'll never see me again. I'll buy back my channel. Like it's going to be incredibly, yeah. OMI probably 1 to 200x, getting 2 to 4 cents. Definity, oh God, their market cap is so freaking low. And I got a bunch recently. Where's Definity at? Hold on, let me take a look at this. Yeah, I totally should get more, but I want more. I'll get before the end of the month. Next month. Next month I'll get OMI. Before the end of July, I will get more OMI. I don't know how much. A bit. But yeah, I'm trying to work on something that should get me up to 250, as long as the price stays where it is. If it goes crazy, then that'll obviously be a different number. But, we'll see. All of them could do 100x though. I do think that DEVVE, that Definity is one of the only ones that really has a greater than 4% chance of doing 1,000x. I mean, listen, I love OMI, but 1,000x is like 21 cents, and that's insane. 1,000x is what are they? 50 million. It's a $50 billion market cap. I don't see it. I mean, it can, but you talk about golden goose scenario. You need Pokemon. You need IP branded worlds. You need for all of that stuff. 1,000x. Like I would bet that it does not do 1000x. I would bet a lot of money that it does not do 1000x. Doesn't mean that it can't. Yeah, thank you. Meow. You are my fire, the one desire. Meow, 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 meow. I want it that way. Tell me why. Sorry. A lot of stuff. Yeah, and listen, DEVVE going 1000x be like $40 billion. Like DEVVE would have to become like the number 2 exchange in the world. One or it'd have to be top 3. And yeah, I guess it could. I'd say the odds of doing 1000x, and I won't go with odds. Definity is probably most likely, then DEVVE, then OMI for 1000x. But that being said, DEVVE and OMI, I think the odds of them doing 100x over Definity are actually higher because the marketing will get done for them. And I mean, like, multiple people will be making videos and promoting them. Definity is so under the radar that nobody even knows who they are. It's not like VeVe and OMI where they have, all of these. They had all this crazy fans and family, and it's kind of dwindled to not a bunch. Where they can come back, like it that they'll come back. Definity just they've never had that crazy launch, and when an over the top bull run happens, it's just their business is so freaking fabulous. Again, I own part of their business. It's a very, very, very small part. The business is so fan freaking tastic. Anyone that takes a look at their books, anyone that is just gonna be like, oh my god. I bet you they get a 9-figure offer for their business, like well into the 9 figures for their business, not including the token, or maybe they include the token. It's going to be incredible. Tree says, "Hey Randy, meow meow meow. Wow, what's up, Sam? Straight fire. And the Sam Camperone, what's going on? Say thanks for all you do for the space penguins, dude. Like, once I got past the initial, okay, how do and I never know going in, like there's no original character, right? Like for they're space penguins. He didn't say like, okay, here's Bob, here's Evan, here's Bailey. And the reason why I'm saying those names is because I have Bob, Evans, and Bailey's right next to me, so I'm not that creative. Like, there's Bob, there's Evan, there's Bailey, and those 3 are going to be the main ones. Like, I had no idea what it was going into it. It was just after I figured out what not to do, I was like, okay, here is General Pepper, and he's swimming away. I didn't even say General Pepper is a penguin swimming away from a seal or an orca or something, and then 3 other penguins are over there, and it just came to me, like, as soon as okay, General Pepper, 3 things, and their names are Popo, Curly, and Lenny, and they're just like the 3, they're the representative of like what it's like to be in the military. They're senior enlisted, but they're out there getting that bread. And the junior enlisted, they don't really show themselves all that much, and they're right under the commanding officer. And then it's like, okay, and then you have well, who else are they? Is it just a race of warrior penguins, and he's the general and he's the leader? No, there's multiple penguins on here, and you get to see the dynamic between, okay, you have the actual leader, he's a general, controls the military, but then you have the actual leader, and he's got something special that is shown in a really cool way in this book, but it won't be explained. I don't even know the explanation for it. How does the leader do what he does? I don't know. You have to wait until book 2, and then you have the kind of the third piece of the Trinity, the triangle in there, and I was like, okay, all right, see what you did there. It's interesting, and you think it's going to go one way, where they received like this message, like, okay, it's interesting. You think that, yeah, I just throw a bunch of turns in there, and I don't know where the story goes until it happens, and then it got really, so it's good. The first half is good, and then the middle of it is good, and then it gets like, oh, like it gets so freaking good, and the speech, oh my god, the speech, I can't wait. I am freaking on fire with these speeches. Crappy Bird's got a couple in the first book, and then you have someone in here making in the. It is so freaking amazing. I pat myself on the back here. It was a lot of fun to write, and again, like what happened left on a bit of a cliffhanger, and not. I don't want to give any spoilers, but not everyone survives. There's a little bit of a spoiler. Not everyone survives. Oh lordy! All right, sorry. I got the great Googada Moogada. Is ETH going to go below 2,500? Is it going to go below 2,500? We don't know yet. Bitcoin's still at 103.9. And the ETH, the 25.22. Oh. Ah, my back. Oh, lordy. Oh, I think I'm dying. Oh, I think I'm dying. And DEVVE at 48 cents. Okay. Smash the like button. Smash. Dopamine says, Israeli sources we have identified that the Iranians are on the verge of achieving a nuclear breakthrough within a few days, bro. Like, they've literally been saying this since I was a kid. I don't believe that. They have the capability to produce 15 bombs. You know, maybe they finally are, but it's just I've literally been hearing this same shtick like for 20, 30 years almost. And I'm sure it was happening even before I was born, even before I was literate. Now, I'm not saying that, hey, you know what? Maybe now they finally are close. Maybe they incorporated AI with it. Maybe maybe they finally are really close. But I've heard this literally for almost 30 years. And again, this is what, like, this is literally the boy who cried wolf. Maybe now, yeah, it's a thing. Maybe now, like, they're really close and they have to wipe them off the map, you know, kill millions to save billions. Maybe that's a thing. Or, it's still the same old song and dance. I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know any currently. I haven't spoken to the people that I know that are close to this. So, this is currently yeah. So we've legit had a yeah. It's been rough. It's been rough on the crypto markets. It do be rough though. They say I want to switch to. I do also. Like I told my friends about it. Oh, 335 million liquidated from the crypto markets in the past 60 minutes after Israel launches strikes on Iran. Oof. Big oof. Big oof. Yeah, so I want to switch to my friend said yesterday, like, hey, did you get one? Because I sent them a photo. They have a game on there called Hentai Girls Deluxe Edition. And I just saw it and I messaged to my friends. They're like, oh, and they're like, did you get Switch 2? Is this what you're doing? I was like, I don't have time right now. I'm either in a meeting or I'm writing. Again, like the Saitama Wolfpack, Solana Wolfpack, so Saitama Reborn, whatever they're called. I legit have I was writing all day. And once I end here, I will write for the rest of the night. And I'm in such a freaking groove. Again, it took me maybe 3-ish weeks to complete 24 pages of Space Penguins. I think I can cut that down to half. Where I think in the next 10 days, I could bang out this Saitama Wolfpack, Solana Wolfpack. It's going anyway. After that, maybe I go in and I enjoy I treat myself to a Switch 2, or maybe I have someone else that I'm talking to that after this is done, then I go in and maybe next week I ink a deal with them. We'll see. I love writing, very good at it, and I get paid for it. So meow. Thanks, brother. No problem. No problem. No problem. I'll hit you. I got you. Meow, meow, meow. Jamar Reese, congrats, Randy, on the partnership. Oh, why thank you. Why thank you. Yes, yes. The haters are crying. Haters didn't believe it when they said when we said my channel was worth 250, and now it's worth quite a bit more than that. And yeah, they are sad times for them. Sad times. I mean, good for us. Great for me. I love Butter's tears. They're delicious. What's up, VeVe Vet? How's it going? We're going back and forth between talking about things. I don't know if you saw Spaceballs 2. Spaceballs 2 is officially happening, and I'm really freaking excited about that. When Spaceballs on VeVe, Mel Brooks, literally like 90 something years old, and is just like, we're making this movie. The Schwartz awakens in 2027. May the Schwartz be with you. How old is this mother flapper? Hold on, Mel Brooks. How old are you? 98 years old. My main man is my friend's a buddy of mine, good buddy of mine. His grandfather used to hang out with Mel Brooks when they were like, teenagers. Said like even then he was like hysterical. Like even then he was like funny as heck. But yeah, Mel Brooks. Can't wait. Yep. Can't wait. He'll be 100 when the movie comes out. Absolutely insane. Absolute insanity. Thanks, Bay. You're the best here on Gilligan's Island. Yeah. Fem Camperone says, just trees. General Pepper for the win. Bro, he's so freaking cool. I had a phone call last night. Dude, I've had multiple phone calls with people, and I just tell them, they're like, I don't want to say it because I'll give stuff away, but there are peanut butter and chocolate is a thing. Peanut butter and jelly is a thing. Chocolate and jelly, I guess that could be a thing. People like penguins are like condiments. Some condiments with other condiments, they get along great. They taste fantastic together. Some condiments with other condiments, they don't. It's the same with people, and it's the same with penguins. Some get along, some don't. Some have complicated relationships, and we explore all of them in Space Penguins, Book 1. I don't know the title of it because I haven't come up with it yet. But yeah, General Pepper is pretty dope. He's pretty cool. Freaking love this guy. He's a good dude. All right, let's get back to some more news. Where were we? Yeah, totally forgot about the news. Billionaire Paul Tudor Jones says buying Bitcoin is one of the best ways to fight inflation. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Mike Jones says thanks for the response, Randy Chavez. No problem. No problem. Try my very best. Excuse me. I farted. I didn't fart. I burped. Yeah, loving that. Loving that daCAT. Yeah, daCAT. Can talk that up a little bit. None of this would be possible without daCAT. None of it would be possible without the amazing community. 365,000 in liquidity locked. It was 400,000 the other day, but now that a lot of other stuff has been happening and the token is down, that is why it's a bit less now. $4.2 trillion Bank of America said they're working on a stablecoin. Everyone's working on a stablecoin. What's up, Sam Camperone? Love a good twist and cliffhanger. So each one, I was telling, there was a guy, not Saitama Wolf Project. That deal's already done, and we're, working on that already. Another guy that I was talking to, that was the meeting before this. What was saying? Yeah, he's like, yeah, what if we had like an epic cliffhanger? I was like, my guy, every single one of my stories ends with a cliffhanger. The first two, count them, two daCAT comics are cliffhangers, both of them. You're gonna be like, what? Yeah, sorry. It's I don't mean to. It's just that's a cool ending. Ladies on Soul. You have their own independent story, and that's great. But then there's a cliffhanger. Space Penguins. What it's like. Space Penguins, I feel like is like kind of like Captain America 3, Civil War, where it's just like, oh, all right, this is there's a lot happening, and you kind of get to see some of the Avengers, but it is very much a Captain America movie, and Space Penguins. You start off with the penguins and kind of something else that the seal or the orca, whatever, both, and then a lot of space penguins, and then dynamics and stuff, and you get to know and feel them, and then another thing happens, like, oh, what is this? Who is that? What are these reactions? And yeah, so there's other beings outside of penguins, in space that are not in space, and I can't wait. It is so freaking good, and I'm going to be talking about this until it comes out, and even after it comes out. I'm going to give y'all have like, what is it like on the internet? Like no spoilers for like a week. I'm going to give y'all like a day after. If you haven't read it, then tough diddly nuggets, because I'm just gonna spoil everything. Like, guys, this happened. Space Penguin Girls is bullish on writing. Oh, thank you. I try. It's a lot of fun. And so daCAT is awesome, but so is Randy. And what I mean by that is, in the daCAT comic, the Cat Chronicles #1, cats are just like one out of the many races that are there, right? There's Crappy Bird and his birds. There's Sharby and her doges. Then there is Chaos on the Chains, and there's another character that's close to Chaos on the Chains, with their tsunami character. That's 4. Then there's dogs outside of the Sharbies. Then there are frogs, and then there's cats, obviously. So there's a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, the cat's really cool, but the character Randy and Baker, they just, oh god, so good, so good. And listen, the main dog character is probably going to be everyone's favorite. And maybe Maria the Mollusk. The main dog character and Maria the Mollusk are probably going to be the favorites. They are so good. And then yeah, I might have shot myself in the foot, because Randy, the dog, and then Maria the Mollusk, they are so freaking good. And they're so good that the cat is kind of like, he's great, and people will love him, sure. But these are some dynamic characters. And in the Ladies on Soul, I don't know, guys. So, Ladies on Soul, I tried to write it because, again, they're just supposed to be on this ranch, kind of in the middle of nowhere. So it should just be like them. But then I was like, I tried to write it with them, and it got kind of like boring with just those two. And there's other stuff that happens. So I added 2 like kids that was like, hey, can we interview you for our podcast? And they're like, because they're in like a town of like 1,000 people. So they're like, okay, let's go, right? They want to interview the new people, and that it's such a much better dynamic with the Ladies on the Soul, and then the 2 kids, because then it's like they all bounce off of each other. And yeah, Space Penguins has General Pepper's cool. The 3 other ones that are Popo, Curly, and Lenny, you'll love their dynamic also. They're like just active duty military, and they're on this space mission with everyone, and it's cool. And then you see the leader, and then you see the 3rd penguin, and it's like, I can't wait. There's a 21 bull run. Top 100 coins had a market cap of 1 trillion. Top 50, 3 trillion. Top 25, 8 trillion. Top 10, 22 trillion. Oh my god. My god. That is absolutely incredible. We just had a little bit of a Definity buy. Was it Definity? Or maybe it wasn't. I don't think it was. I don't know why I get notifications for buys for Definity when... Oh, there was a buy, but there was also a sell. Somebody sold. Oh, small $300 hair buy. And then let's go back to the rest of crypto. Small $300 buy for 1036 for Bitcoin. And yeah, so that's going to continue going down. We'll see. My Vampire says Rick Moranis is coming back. Brooks is playing yogurt at 90. No freaking way! I didn't know that. Oh, dude, that's so freaking cool. I love that stuff. Mr. MC1 posting about the congratulations to Comey, Base, Coinbase, VeVe Official, David Yu, Dan Crothers, Foster Hill, and the team. Oh lordy, 100 votes. Here we come. Yeah. Is that me? Oh, hey, that's me. Shout out to my whale fam that are messaging me. Yes. 10-cent OMI, here we come, or at least 001 for heck's sake. I'm going to do something that's close. That's kinda like me selling an organ, and we'll get a bit more OMI next month. Maybe end of this month, but probably next month. We'll see. Ginferno says howdy. Howdy. All right, let me go over some of the rest of this news here. Bank of America CEO says the bank is developing stablecoin. Just went over that. I got my rare comic from the other day, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Paid $7. Got the rare, not bad. And it's 88 pages, so you get a lot of content. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick says so many new trade deals are coming. Let's get it. Let's get these trade deals. Who is this? Okay, so yeah, there's this guy named Pog, or Trader Inosuke, saying shitposting and jumping my bags, play the game, 54,000 followers over on X. And he said, buy meme coins with strong communities, suggestions. And I said, I think daCAT fits that description. I don't know who this is, but he gets a lot of eyes on his posts. Matcha Guru just in. Senator John Thune says cryptocurrency is here to stay, and it's time that we bring it to the mainstream. Our time. Yeah, heck yeah. Jamar Reed says we need Predator collectibles on VeVe. That would be dope. So have you seen the movie Prey? It like Predator comes to like North America in like the 1600s maybe. And he's got to fight. One, he fights like a snake. He fights a wolf. Dude, he fights a bear. And it is so freaking good. Prey is such a good movie. And then you got to fight some Native Americans. You got to fight some of them. And it's good. It's so good. I like watch it when you have a night. Who dis? Regained another another trillion SHIRO removed from the supply from their buyback wallet. They SHIRO's burning like mother flappers. They are. Gotta love them. Rip. Give me one sec. Significant. Oh, speaking of Definity, the first significant utility will most likely be the new one Manu has mentioned, which will be buybacks, I believe, with Burns as well. He said beta test was completed successfully and just needs some minor tech integration, so it should hopefully be live and scaling within 4 to 6 weeks. First buy and hold will likely be the same client soon after that, and they want to get an idea of flows before calculating how much they'll need to buy for the discount. Don't want to give too good a deal. Also pushing for some HOC buybacks in the meantime so that we can demonstrate live utility for any new eyes that we get. I'm in. Zafay says, if OMI, DEVVE, and Definity hit the top 100 in the next bull run with a minimum market cap of 1 trillion, probably higher, price could multiply 20, 25x, 220x respectively from here. I don't think $1 trillion, just because if they're going to be in the top 100, they're not going to get $1 trillion. There's no way. Oh God, that was a horrible hiccup. But I know you posted something like that before. Where did it go? Ay, como me duele. Where did you go? Because right now in the top 100, I don't even think you need $1 billion market cap. You don't. 937 million, which is nuts. But where'd you go now? Top 100 next bull run. Oh, if you mean next bull run or like next alt season, which is in like a couple months. Because yeah, even at $1 billion, right? Let's say the top 100, you have probably like 2 billion. Still 20x. Except for, well, oh God, yeah, Definity's gonna crush it. They're going to crush it, crushing your head. Sorry, that's the Gilmore Girls reference that probably no one will get, which is fine. They could all do absolute insane numbers. I mean, like they could do numbers. Sam Camperone, howdy. Mahalo Joe says, I have a Switch 2 for sale, but with premium costs. Oh. Sam Camperone, give me the okay sign. You got to introduce. You got me into superheroes. Yeah. Get that bread, and love it, embrace it, fear it. That's the Lizzie McGuire reference. That came out of nowhere. Yep, stablecoin. Oh, John Soon says, crypto stablecoins help protect against threat to national security. Agreed. Treasury Secretary Bessent says, if the debt limit is not resolved, it could trigger a bigger financial crisis. Agreed. Dude, Clever Jerk had the Wonder Woman sequence. This man, when it says sequences, he has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like this dude is, oh my God, love this man. Mara Noffel says, Trump says CPI just out, great numbers. Fed should lower 1 full point, would pay much less interest on debt coming due. So important. This is via Truth Social. Elon Musk called President Trump privately before issuing public apology. New York Times reports. Good. I'm glad to see them getting along. Oscar VeVe Rican says, Dear David, you and VeVe Digital Collectibles, please fix this glitch. Oh yeah, there was a glitch I went over yesterday where people couldn't. It says, I can purchase 2 blind boxes at the drop time before the 7-minute timer. We had only 1,000 editions for this drop, and that's concerning that some players can do this because of the auto pay glitch. I couldn't do it, but others could. Bruh, Definity's doing so nicely. Treasury Secretary of Defense says crypto stablecoins could lock in US dollar dominance. Heck yeah, it could. VeVe says Prey was good. I watched it with my son yesterday, and tomorrow we will watch the new Hulu movie, Predator. Oh! Can I watch that? Oh my God, I can watch it. Okay, hold on. I got something I have to do because I got a message. Meow. Thank you. 140. Okay. Go to X. Meow. Is the name of the person that won the Partners Statue charity auction, so they win my giveaway from last week. Okay, cool beans. And oh God, Bitcoin falls under 103. Oh, 1028. Oh my lordy. Oh, make it stop. Yeah, we could be seeing 90 something. My portfolio is probably down like 90,000 at this point. It's gonna be ridiculous. Not that much. But it'd be down a lot though. Oh. I have. What is the one that is down the most? Probably DEVVE. I'd say DEVVE is probably down the most. Okay. Yeah. DEVVE's at 48. Yeah, it's close to 47. DEVVE just had a couple of big buys though that just helped it. Yeah, not great for the not great for the anyway. Prey was good. I did not know they had another movie coming out. In which case, I will watch that soon. Oh, I'm so busy. I'm so busy writing. I have to. You know what? I'm just gonna try to bang this out. Bang out the Saitama Wolf project in like a week. I'm bang it out in a week. And once I bang it out after that week, then I will watch that movie as a result. VeVe is kind of like anime. Ooh, okay. Enjoy it. There's as meant to say billion. Figured. Okay, let me go back to that. I'm good. Yeah, feeling all right. Okay. Yeah. 20x, 25x, 220. Yeah, agreed. Definity's going crazy. And even if they only get to half that, that's still 110. Yeah, it's going nuts. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. Kuma says, going to the feed. I just saw a thumbnail. Let's go. Oh yeah. Okay, let's get this spread. Let's continue on with the news. Okay, yep, I did that. U.S. Senate votes to move forward with Genius Act stablecoin legislation picks up speed. Very good, bro. Definity so freaking good. U.S. Senate votes advance Genius Act. Okay, 116 public companies now hold 809,000. 809,000 Bitcoin, up from 312,000 a year ago. Since early April alone, nearly 100,000 Bitcoin has been added, with 25 companies disclosing new holding. Went over this with DEVVE yesterday, so I don't need to do that today. Shout out to daCAT being #1 on ticker trending. Yeah. President Trump signs executive order to create flying cars pilot program and accelerate domestic drone production. Okay, all right. I feel like we have helicopters, but that's fine too. Ash Crypto Real says, rumor Saudi Arabia is buying billions worth of Bitcoin and ETH secretly. If true, this will be massive. I feel like this rumor is circulated all the time. Like, oh, they're secretly buying. Like, I'm sure they are. I feel like people just say this for like the headline, you know? Dell Saints is calling all Earth 2 users, and let me find their actual page and see what the post was. Do you think official Earth 2 Discord is too strict or unfairly modded? I didn't even vote for that, but the no's won by 51%. Okay, here it is. Calling all Earth 2 users. Will Chapter 1 early access for Earth 2 launch by the end of Q2, with just 20 days to go, now 19? I said yes, and 59% of people said yes, and 41% of people said no. Let's check on some Essence and see what the Essence is doing. It is down 9% on the day to 2.6 cents. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. Well, it says, Middle East war, we doomed. We're cooked, fam. We're cooked. I don't really think we're cooked as much as this is just going to be a knee-jerk reaction. And again, I know what the headlines are going to say. If I can freaking find it. Oh my gosh. Saying that Iranians are on the verge of achieving nuclear breakthrough. So again, we'll say okay. Let's go to what's new. Okay, yeah, iOS 26 is horrible. There's an ad. Tehran's literally on fire. God damn, that is rough. Explosions heard in Avaz and Karamabad, both nuclear facilities. They are torching those nuclear facilities. Nobu says, I'm having a steak and don't even care. We're about to enter World War III. Based. It's not based. I'm just going to say same. I had a steak this morning, so it counts. And then we have Banker Crypto Nira. Nope. Caretaker. Okay, amazing. Okay. Bitcoin fall. Yep, I know. Bitcoin's under 103. Israel targets Iran's nuclear core. Here's the map. Israel has launched preemptive strikes on Iran's nuclear program, a map released by the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Iran highlights critical nuclear sites reportedly in the crosshairs. Tehran hosts R&D centers and potential weapons program headquarters. Natanz operates as a major enrichment site with deep underground facilities. Ordo is another deeply buried fuel enrichment plant. Esfahan serves as a nuclear technology and conversion hub. Arak, ARAK, contains a heavy water reactor, and Bushehr runs a civilian nuclear power plant. Also, Parshin includes former and possibly active weaponized mass areas. Source is the FDD. Netanyahu says the operations will continue for many days as it takes to remove this threat. Moments ago, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove the threat. For decades, the tyrants of Tehran have brazenly, openly called for Israel's destruction. I'm sorry, isn't Israel like the fourth nuclear power in the world? Doesn't Iran have like no, they've been doing joint military exercises with Russia for a while. Okay. They got me there. They at least have an air force. But yeah, they're I hope the conflict ends so that innocent people no longer die. Yeah, that's rough. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced that Israel's military struck Iran's main nuclear enrichment site at Natanz and targeted leading scientists involved in the nuclear program. Oh, they are just, oh, wow. Statement from Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Tonight, Israel took unilateral action against Iran. We are not involved in strikes against Iran, and our top priority is protecting American forces in the region. Israel advised us that they believe this action was necessary for its self-defense. President Trump and the administration have taken all necessary steps to protect our forces and remain in close contact with our regional partners. Let me be clear, Iran should not target U.S. interests or personnel. Yeah, that's rough. And that's why Bitcoin be going down. But is BlackRock going to stop buying Bitcoin? I don't think they are. Ethereum down 10% on the day because it is under 2,500 now. Bitcoin went from 208. I'm sorry, 108. Sorry, Bitcoin went from 102.8 to 103.3, and Ethereum maintaining 24.91. Cool. Pepe and Chill Guy, that's cool. Happy Thirsty Thursday, very nice. There's Netanyahu stuff again. Oh. IDF confirmed strikes on our, okay, all right, so this is just the same thing over and over. Let's get back to the other news of the day. Breaking world. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. Airstrikes. That's ever, fortunately. Oh wow. Currently, let's go. Give them the spot. They don't know. Supposed to be sleeping. Yep, I'm supposed to be sleeping. Crying from the chart. Okay, yeah. Couple whales, not too happy. Breaking the world. Yeah, the world is breaking. I want to be a little, I don't know if optimistic about the situation. Maybe it's not as bad as we think. But then the last time I said that, it's like, oh yeah, you know what? Russia's invading Ukraine. It'll be over in a couple weeks, and then fucking 3 years later, here we are, still not over. U.S. House votes to advance first phase of Elon Musk Doge cut, slashing $9.3 billion from USAID, NPR, and PBS. Over that, Senator John Fetterman saying, win the argument, do not loot, do not set stuff on fire, do not assault law enforcement, do protest peacefully, organize to win elections, and call out destructive behavior like this, because that is, and the news cycle moves on from the LA riots, and they go on to cover possible World War III. Yo, these memes from Reddit are going to be great. Memes, all right, and we're going to sort by new. We really got all this before GTA 6. Take my update. I guess the fourth comment is now okay. All right, whatever. Fourth comment is bad on Reddit. British people can't hurt you. British people, like, what is that, bro? British people have one of the greatest assortments of alcohols in their country, and it's great, but nobody knows how to cook. Problem solving. Okay, so this news has yet to hit Reddit, or at least it has yet to hit Reddit memes. Yeah, it has not yet hit the memes, but it is prepare for a Zoom meeting. Oh my God. But when it does, I'll be sure to let you all know. VeVe, or oh God, sorry, my back has run into the VeVeverse has run into some issues. The homepage on the desktop gives you a 404 error. Trying to provide some feedback for the VeVeverse, and apparently you can't duplicate objects and can't seem to add any items from the library. But I guess they were working on it. VeVe had said they were working on it. So maybe it's resolved now. That was probably no point of me saying that. Pink Panthers, OMI is available to buy on Coinbase when? They said soon. Coinbase hit us with a soon. So I'd say a couple months. I'd say end of Q3. Yeah, I'd say end of Q3. I mean, Coinbase was joking about soon, so I don't expect it in a couple weeks, but I don't expect, like, when they announce it, I don't expect them to wait 6 months and we don't get it until December. I would say late summer, we'll probably get it. You guys laughing, it's great. Oh, 15% bonus airdrop to SHIRO stakers were complete. Thank you, SHIRO community, for everything. Can't wait to reveal our upcoming plans as we continue to regain from the staking hack. And looking forward to offering staking again very soon. Y'all are quick. Yep, cat. Okay. Trump-backed WLFI launches $1 stablecoin on the Tron network. Why they chose Tron, I'll never know. Yeah. Bro, you have, all right, hold on, 239. Ooh. Yep. No, it's 262. Yeah. God, Definity is doing so well. The business is doing so well. Ben Korea says, it feels my salary is in sync with OMI, DEVVE, and Definity dips. I can't not buy. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna get so much freaking OMI soon. Where's the? Hey, Ethereum's back up to 2,500. Wild. 00020. Damn. OMI's down 5% on the day. Orange cap. Okay. Thinking through. Yeah, I guess I'll go through this thing before it's an hour and a half. All right, I'll do this one last thing, and then that'll be it. No, I have. Oh my God, I have so much stuff from yesterday. All right, we got more stuff to do. Where was it? Well, I'll go through this, and then we'll see. We are excited. So Orange Cat Games have 2,700 followers on X, so nothing really to go over. But 2,700 followers. They said we are excited to share that OCAP Games has raised a $3.5 million seed round led by 1KX Network and Yuga Labs. This capital helps us bring IP to life while growing the Vibes TCG and Moonberg's products and ecosystems. Yuga Labs, 450,000 followers over on X. So obviously that is quite a bit more of a thing than Orange Cap's 2,700 followers. And 1KX Network has 40,000 followers, so good for them. Vibes _ TCG, which is Pudgy TCG, has 58,000 followers over on X. And Moonbirds has 204,000 followers on X. Then you have Metaverse Man. Metaverse Man says, thinking this, now Moonbirds has Yuga Labs and Igloo Inc. backing them in their first and second funding rounds. Will Burbs be the happy median between Bored Ape Yacht Club and Pudgy Penguin community? ? And Igloo is at 69,000 followers. Also, daCAT token yesterday, #1 on Memezilla. Thought that was great. Hysterical. VeVe Digital Collectibles posts. It's important to be aware of sites that claim to be associated with VeVe but are not. Two such examples are the VeVe Feed and VeVe Comic Feed, which are run by individuals with very negative views towards the platform. Just a reminder, these accounts are not affiliated with VeVe in any way. For official updates and accurate information, always check our website, veve.me, or the real Randy Chavez. And now, subscribe. Oh my God. Water is so good. Bro, I just, sorry. Okay. Slowly but steadily. Meow, 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 meow. Israel strikes Iran before. Yep. Last year, October. Yep. Iran sent missiles. Yep. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Back to last week's. All right. VeVe Gold and Silver logo. Mr. MC1's talking about in the Telegram group. I've created a page for the VeVe Gold and Silver logo, Acomi and Stacker approved merch. The intent is to create a central place for members of the group to access information on high quality merch that is approved and available. Preferences is given to members that produce approval merch, but open to selective high quality approved merch by non-members. Approved means the logo is approved by VeVe, Acomi, and Stacker. I wish VeVe would just do that themselves, but this is fine. They're saying it's all right. It's all right. NASDAQ listed Vivo Power partners with Flare to deploy 100 million in XRP for institutional yield. Wild. And Brian Wilson had died yesterday. Brian Wilson is the founder of the Beach Boys, and again, I believe they said it best. None of the guys go steady because it wouldn't be right to leave your best girl home on a Saturday night. Great line. Great line. Come back here. Alligators. Nope. Not going anywhere with alligators. Go over that. Asian Dan says, everyone post Lisbon coming back super bullish, make me want to tap into my daughter's college fund to buy OMI. I think he should. Says, I ran out of rental properties to sell. NFT Pirate says, I've said it a million times and I'll say it again. One day, people are going to wake up to what VeVe Official has created, and everyone will be fighting for the best of the best collectibles. Once we enter that digital age, it's game over for the late adopters. Keep hating, mother flappers. Oh, I love that. And I think I reposted that. Where was I? Posted party. I think I reposted that yesterday. I said slowly but steadily, people are realizing that VeVe Official has won the decade, and it's only a matter of time before OMI goes parabolic. You stay hydrated. Water for the win is so good. Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Oh, my back hurts. All right, one more. Yeah. Okay. One more set of pull-ups, and then I am gonna write my best. Do my best to write the. Oh. My back still hurts. I think y'all saw my butt. Apologies. Oh. Yeah, I gotta start. Yeah, I gotta keep on writing. Oh, Millie says, Butter said I'm not even a collector. I finally hit my goal of 500 first appearance Moon Knights. Oh my God. Out of 5K uncommon, only about 900 might be in real users' wallets. Good for you, oh Millie. Good for you. I'm gonna give him a line. It says epic. Goes, that's cool. It's cool. He owns 500 editions. Damn, good for O'Milly. Didn't know he had that. Didn't know he had it in him. Yeah, what's up, Stephen Duarte? How's it going? Yeah. Member says, would you get Dan Leon sometime just to get his silly ass at YouTube retirement? He's hilarious. I'll let you know. Let me shoot him a message, huh? Daniel Lee. Say meow. I want you back on. Want to come on next week? I have a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow. I have not gonna be able to write tomorrow. So much stuff to do. Budget. And who's this? Is this? What's Quake Life? Did I have something called Quake Life? I do not remember making this appointment, and I have no idea who this is with. The heck's a Quake Life? And why is it at 4 p.m.? There's something at I have a 4 o'clock tomorrow. I have no idea what it is, but everything else I have to do, unfortunately. That's his name on Twitter, is Asian Dan. And Lee on Randy's podcast would be awesome. I've had him on before. It was like 4 years ago, but I've had him on before. Yeah, he's a cool guest. We talk good stuff. Good stuff, man. What are people on Facebook saying? I bet they're saying crazy stuff. Israel starting war with Iran for 2,000 Alex. Yep. Unlock the Undiscovered on Disney Pinnacle. Genesis Keys and Capsules, a special event where collectors can unlock one-of-one Genesis Edition digital pins, the first digital pins ever minted on Disney Pinnacle. Interesting. Good for them. Okay. Jesus, yesterday. My good golly gosh. All right, not too much stuff here. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Somebody got the Thanos drop here. That is the millionaire kid with the little OMI sign in there. Bro, I just love how this looks. Definity X Real Randy Chavez. Ooh, looks so good. Cointelegraph says if you had bought Bitcoin instead of every new iPhone, you'd have $242 million today. If you had bought Bitcoin instead of every new iPhone, you'd have $242 million today. Goddamn, that's horrible. Two polls back to back and completed the set. Really wanted that ultra rare, amazing cover. Set complete. Shout out to Gary O at 1234CA3 over on the X. You got Amazing Spider-Man issue number 62, secret rare, and the ultra rare. Oh, also when Dr. Profit says we're working on self-custody interoperability on a framework so that VeVe NFTs become immortal. End quote. He didn't say that they just started. They've been working on it since January. So, yeah, they've been working on that since January. GameStop announced plans to raise $1.75 billion to buy more Bitcoin. They've purchased 4,700 Bitcoin between May 3rd and June 10th. Aw, puppy. Austin Scheme. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Different one. Cthulhu, Definity, BDSM, which means Bible discussion and study meetings. A fully AI-generated ad aired during the NBA Finals last night. Even crazier is created by one person in 2 days with an assist from Gemini and VO3. That is wild. Okay, yeah, I have to go get this bread because I don't have much time tomorrow in order to write. So I will end it here and I will write my very best. Because yeah, I got to make a video too. Is it too late to make a video about the LA riots? Is nobody going to talk about that anymore? I was going to make a video on that, but I guess now it's too late. When I think about that, I think Modern Investor says this is the worst market I've ever been in. Literal garbage, billions in ETF inflows and billions in corporate purchases, and prices fall. It's just torture by manipulation at this point. Well, some people are buying shares, not actual Bitcoin, but I feel like we've seen this a lot of times before yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, never too late. I always think of Meow saying, I heard it's never too late if you really stick to the program. That was Pokemon movie 2000. And then I also think of Steppenwolf. It's never too late to start all over again. Damage reported in Nobunyad Square after Israeli strikes. Nobunyad Square in central Tehran has reportedly been impacted by the effects of the Israeli attack on the capital. It looks not good down there, folks. Cats, burn it all. Akomi, yep. Akomi saying, OMI fam, welcome to Coinbase. The token that powers where the world collects will soon be available on the platform, bringing the next billion users on chain, every user, anytime. Love it. Oh God, this is again Juan Fina. It's hysterical. Iran's entire general staff and top nuclear scientists.
Something I just heard from a senior Israeli official who says that according to Israeli assessments, there are very high chances that the entire Iranian general staff, including the head of the Iranian general staff of the Iranian military, and several senior Iranian nuclear scientists were all eliminated in the Israeli strikes.
God damn. In case you couldn't understand his accent, sorry, that's a SpongeBob reference. I wasn't making fun of him because it says like, I can't understand your accent. Anyway, Iran's entire general staff and top nuclear scientists were supposedly eliminated in the covert operation. Oh my God. God damn. That is wild. Ballistic missile bases. Oh my God. Hold on. I can't even show that because that's going to give someone epilepsy. I'll show a little bit of it. Ballistic missile bases in Piran Shah, Western Iran, have been struck. Dude, they are not hecking around. Baghdad International Airport closed amid regional escalation. Has shut down as tensions spike between Iran and Israel. No flights are departing or arriving. Airspace disruptions may expand. Federal judge blocks Trump order to seize California National Guard. A U.S. district court has granted a restraining order against Trump, ruling his federal takeover of California's National Guard illegal. The court found Trump's June 7 action exceeds his authority and violated the 10th Amendment. Exceeds his authority. Israel targeted Iran's top military leaders. Yep. In addition to reportedly killing Iran's chief of general staff, Major General Mohammad Bagheri, Israeli strikes tonight in Tehran are said to have also targeted IRGC Commander-in-Chief Hussein Salami, sorry, called him Salami. Hussein Salami and IRGC Aerospace Forces Commander Amir al-Hajizadeh. The strikes mark a dramatic escalation focusing on Iran's highest-ranking military leadership. They're cooked. Thanks. Israel reportedly launched a second wave of drone strikes on Iran. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Daniel Leon has it. That's insane. How's Iran going to? I don't know. It's total. I mean, it's something. I don't know what to do. I don't know what they do. Like if I'm head of Iran, reach out to the U.S. and say, hey, let's make a deal. Stop Israel from doing this, and we'll do whatever you want, and we'll give you the credit. Play to Trump's ego. Be like, hey, we're gonna either we want payback for our dead military leaders, our dead whatever, because there's a whole bunch of people that died here, and again, appeal to his ego and say like, they'll listen to you. You're the most powerful leader in the world. You're the most respected leader in the world. They're not going to listen to us. There's just going to be more bloodshed, but they'll listen to you. Let's work out a deal. If I was head of Iran right now, that's what I would do. Because I mean, Trump's already publicly stated, and don't even call him. Do it on Twitter. Do it in a public thing where he can't deny ever having the conversation. And then that's how you get the bloodshed stopped. That's how you stop the bloodshed. Is this a total war? Zafay says, if it's true that Iran was still developing, I mean, of course they're going to continue to try. They've been trying forever, but again, this kind of like old tired line of they're really close to having nuclear weapons. Again, I've heard that for 30 years, and again, at some point they will be close, and maybe it's this point. Maybe they were just days away of having nuclear weapons. Maybe one of their spies got it. I don't know. It just at first times like, oh yeah, they found Noah's Ark, they found Bigfoot. Yeah, Iran's days away from nuclear weapons. I've been hearing this since the 90s. But again, nowadays with ChatGPT or any type of AI, yeah, maybe they finally cracked it, and they were just days away. You might be right. They might be right. They might be telling the truth. I'm just saying how it looks. Yeah, wild stuff. Anyway, guys, I really have to go get to writing this comic because I have another one that I have to write later, like next week. So I have to really speed this up. So guys, I love you. Everyone say bye to Dashi. Thank you all for being here night after night. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, Randy.